Okay, welcome to a lesson on fronting. So fronting just means putting something at the front of the sentence that wouldn't normally be there. I mean, usually English sentences go subject, verb, object. So you normally see the subject at the front of the sentence. I, he, Dave, the teachers, whatever. You normally see the subject. But sometimes you don't. And sometimes we put something else at the front of the sentence. Now, there are lots of different ways that we can do this, but there are a finite number of ways. There are only certain ways that we can put something at the front. So let's look at 4 different types of fronting. We're going to look at so and such at the front, and we have seen that already. We're going to look at here and there at the front. Again, I think we might have seen that in another class. We're going to look at fronted prepositional phrases that I don't think we have seen, including fronted prepositions in phrasal verbs. Excuse me. And we're going to look at fronted adjectives as well. And that's one of my favourites, if I'm honest, because I do like fronting. I think fronting is another way that you can make sure you don't have boring sentences. It's another way that you can make sure your sentences become more beautiful, because it gives you a wider variety, a wider range of structure if you're using fronting as well as inversion, as well as all sorts of other things as well. So do have a study of this. We're going to study it now. Do have a go at the questions and do try to activate these constructions in your language, in your speaking, in your writing. So let's have a look at some so and such fronting. And yes, these guys have inversion. One thing to point out right from the beginning is that these guys have inversion and they do use did and do and does. Yeah, where have I written this somewhere? I have written this somewhere. Oh, down the bottom. Yeah, in number 2, 3 and 4, even though there is inversion, there's no using does or did or do in present simple and past simple. Okay, and that's really important because we always use did, do, does, for example, in questions. And questions are the most obvious time when we use inversion. And we always need that, do you smoke? Does he smoke? Did he have a shower yesterday? Whatever. And yes, we use them in number 1, but we don't use them in 2, 3 or 4. And that's important. I don't want you saying here does come the bus. Yeah, it won't work. Or or here does the bus come. No, it doesn't work. Here does the bus come. It doesn't work. Don't use does, did. But you do see